Natural Lifestyle TV. My name is Gladys Briggs, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about 10 reasons why I made the United Kingdom my home sweet home. So come with me. So if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and on the notification bell so YouTube can let you know when I upload new videos. I do a lot of how-to videos, I do show and tells, I do the occasional vlogs, and I do talk about issues. Yeah, like I'm going to be talking about a personal issue to you now. Yeah, so click on the subscribe button. Do it. Doesn't cost anything. Just click on the subscribe button. Okay, thank you so much, and I appreciate all of you who have already subscribed to this channel. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, the number one reason why I decided to make the UK my home sweet home is security. Now, if you don't know, because lots of you ask sometimes, where are you from? I was born in Nigeria. I come from Nigeria. I got Nigerian DNA in me. I'm a Nigerian girl. But I've been living in the UK now for about 15 years, and it's a very huge difference from where I grew up, where the society that I grew up in, and where I now live, and the amount of peace and just and joy and harmony that I've enjoyed living in this country, and feeling of freedom that I have enjoyed living in this country. I don't think I've experienced that anywhere else. This is a country where sometimes we wake up in the morning and we actually forgot to get our door shut or windows closed or anything, and you wake up and sometimes you even go on holidays and come back and realize that you left your back door open. But believe me, nothing really goes, nothing happens. You get into your house and you open your door and you check, and everything is intact. We're coming from a society where you've had gun pointed at you. You constantly see the police on the streets, on the roads, like feeling, terrorizing you with the gun all the time. And yet there's so much crime everywhere. Somebody can just barge into your home at any time and get rid of you or get rid of every of your possession, and just maybe, out of anger or out of jealousy or just out of I'm hungry, just do anything to you. So my number one reason why I decided to make the UK my home sweet home is because I enjoy peace. I feel secured. I feel safe in this country. I feel very, very safe in this country. I feel safe in being alive. I feel safe, like feeling like I'm very far away from death. I feel safe. If anything happens to me on the road, I can get quick help as soon as possible. I feel safe in terms of food. If I'm hungry, I can rely on the system to look after me if I have no job. I feel safe in so many different ways. This is why I love this country. I love the UK, and I don't feel bad for making that decision to make this my home sweet home. Now, I've already started to talk about health in terms of the security, my personal security, but I don't know whether you've heard about the NHS, the National Health Service. I love the UK. I love the UK because of just, people fight to get into this system just to have the benefit of the NHS. And it's not that, we work hard and we pay our bills, we pay our dues, and then that money is put back into the system, and then the system caters for you. Like, you don't want to be unwell and be thinking, oh my goodness, I have malaria and I don't have money to buy paracetamol and I'm going to die. I have malaria and I don't have money to buy anti-malarial and I'm going to die. You don't want to be worried about that problem. You want, something that works. You want a system that looks after you. And that's what you get. That's what we get. That's what we enjoy here in the UK. The NHS is so good. In fact, you got your GP surgery that is and open, so most of them are open surgeries. You just ring them in and they give you an appointment straight away, and you walk in. If you have any minor sort of thing, you walk in. If you have an emergency, you go straight to the A&E. And yes, you will get that straight away. As soon as you get to A&E, they will start to look after you. If there's anything major, you will get a referral from your GP surgery and they will look after you. When you get to the hospital with that referral, you will be well looked after. Even people who have like terminal problems, they still cater for them and give them and slowly get them to ease down into the whole situation. In fact, that's like one of the number one reasons why people, like, you hardly find British people wanting to, if not for the weather, you hardly find the British person wanting to go anywhere else to live, because the NHS is something that they will forever miss. They will be thinking about how much it's going to cost them to get the same facility, to get the same features anywhere else. So health is one of the reasons I chose UK to be my home sweet home. Now, my number 3 thing is education. Now, I was already educated in Nigeria before I came to the UK, but when I experienced British education, it turned my life around. I'm telling you now, it turned my life around. And to get my head around it in the first place, because I was used to my lecturer standing in front of me and talking to me and doing everything. And then I came to the UK and nobody was talking to me, but yet I was learning so much, because, they don't come and start telling you all this, define this, show this, do this, and no, it's hands-on. You learn, you learn by doing it. You learn by doing. You get lots of opportunities of doing it, and the curriculum here is so robust. It's so robust, starting from when you're an infant, from when you're a child. The government provides so much. So thinking about myself and my unborn generation, I just feel like, oh my goodness, I couldn't possibly miss out on this, or get my children to miss out on this, So that's the other reason why we chose to stay back and become and make the UK our home sweet home. Now, the other thing that made me decide to make the UK my home sweet home is the weather. And this may be a shocking thing to lots of you, because so many people think, British weather, oh my goodness. But I tell you what, I love British weather. The reason I love British weather is because all year round, it's so dramatic, changing from one thing to another thing. It's like putting on a new clothes all the time, in fact, from January to March, the amount of changes that takes place, I love it. So I've got this wardrobe that I wear only at winter. I get the opportunity of wearing my winter hats, my hand gloves, scarf, winter boots, and all that type of fashion. I can do that in the winter. And then when it comes to autumn, I can get a bit, when it comes to spring, I can get a bit loose. I can wear cardigans and get lighter stuff, and it won't be too much of a cover. Maybe just one layer would be all right. And as soon as it's the summer, boom, everybody goes haywire with like the sleeveless outfits and shorts and everything lights. And then as it begins to rain in the autumn again, we start to wear like the Wellington boots and your mark, like your raincoats and all that, to begin to ease into the winter again. So I love all that drama. And if you want to experience nature, man, all the things you learned in geography about different types of weather, you can get all these different things in 1 year in this country. You can get hailstones, you can get snow, you can get rain. You can get rain, you can get sun, you can get really strong winds as well. You can get really strong winds as well. Maybe not as much as they have in some other parts of the world, but the first time I actually heard the wind whistling was when I came to the UK, because I'd never experienced that before. It was like, woo, and I was asking my husband, what sound is that? And he said, it's the wind whistling. So yes, I love the UK. It's so dramatic. Every time it changes, it's dramatic. Sometimes it's so dark and you have to learn how to navigate your way around in the darkness, So yeah, the weather is doing it for me. So the other thing the other reason why I decided to choose the UK as my home sweet home is entertainment. And I think this is one that some people may think, you can have entertainment everywhere, but no, it's not true. In the UK, you think every city that you go to has like life in it. It's lively, it's bubbly. There's daytime life, there's night life, and every city has its town center, and the town center is where you have all the shops, and maybe if there's a cathedral, it will be in that town center, and the post office, the surgery, everything is kind of related, connected, and you get to meet the people who live in that city from time to time by bumping into them in the town center. And so you never feel like you're on your own or disconnected from everything or anything. Yeah. And every town is like 1 or 2 or 3 hours away from you. So that's another beauty between Manchester, Birmingham, Cardiff, London, and where's the other one now in Ireland? Yeah, Belfast. Yeah, they're all like, maximum that you're going to spend 5 hours or 6 hours on the road, and you will get to those destinations. So I love it. I love the life. And there's nightlife. There are good entertainment areas. If you like a live band, if you like clubbing, if you like anything that you like that is your type of thing, you can have it. And if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, you would find your religious centers in every city. So, and you can easily go on there. I think for students, that's the first place that they hold on to. You find your local church or your local imam, and you get there, and that's where you start your journey from. And yeah, that's it. I love it. I love that the entertainment side of it is very, very good. They have, if you have a family, they do what's the puppet show now that they do for children? What do they call it now? When you go and then and you see the real, like if it's Peppa Pig, you see Peppa Pig real. If it's Aladdin, or if it's Cinderella, you go and you sit down with your child, and maybe you've been reading that storybook to them, and you go and they experience it, they see it live. It's all good. That's what I like about it. Let's move to the next one. Now, my next one is food, and it's not so much British food, because British food is mostly potatoes. Like, it's either it's fried, chipped, or it's oven roasted, or they eat baby potatoes, or they make some kind of stew with it. So it's all it all revolves around potatoes. But there's a wide range of international food here in the UK, whether it's Chinese food you're looking for, or Indian food, or Turkish food, which is kebabs and the rest of them. Anything you want. African food, if you go to the African market, you get that, and you come home and you eat, cook whatever thing you want. And in some of the big sprawling cities now, African restaurants have become a thing. So you can go into like Cardiff. We have one in Cardiff. I don't know what the name is, but yeah, there's one in Cardiff now that you can eat egusi soup, ogbono soup, jollof rice, all that type of thing, and some other African recipes as well. So yeah, I love it. I love, I'm not talking about like, and even British food. I learned how to make a good roast dinner. I learned how to do like a British breakfast, a British roast dinner, which is like a roast kind of meat, and then vegetables and some gravy to go with it. And they have their own type of food as well that you can embrace, that is also very good. Yeah. So now the other reason I love the UK is just the environment and the landscape. This is a beautiful country. The country is beautiful. I'm telling you. Every time I go on holiday, when I go outside the UK, when I come back, I feel like, oh my goodness, I missed home. This is the country where you go from the sky as you're coming down, as you're landing in the airplane. You're seeing green. You see green. Like the oxygen that you breathe, you can feel the crispness, the fresh air. And it's from, every single house, every single building has a plant or two in front of it. The government pumps in money to make sure that there's greenery everywhere, and people go to the garden center and they buy carpet grass, lawn, turf, and they put it in front of their houses or in their back gardens. They plant trees. The government plants trees on the streets, and the air just circulates, and it's all crisp and fresh, and everything is beautiful when you think about it. And every aspect, every time of the year, every season is beautiful in its own way. when it comes to winter, you see it's all brown, the leaves are dead, and it has its own kind of beauty. And when snow falls on top of that brownness, it will create another kind of drama to it again. It is just something that is spectacular all year round. And then you come to autumn, you see all the different colors. You see, like, if you have a look into the bushes during the autumn season, you'll find a bit of green, you'll find a bit of orange, you'll find a bit of brown, a bit of yellow, a bit of red. You will just be seeing pockets of colors from within the trees, and it's all just beautiful, scenic, and spectacular. And then as you come to spring, wow, everything is just green, 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 green. Then when it's summer, it's almost like a party. All the plants are competing for who will get the most attention. You see red, yellow, popping colors. It's beautiful. I love the environment. I love nature. And the British, they love nature, and that's what I love about them. British make a big fuss about a little tiny thing. You can see them, they follow they just say they want to see how the wasp is behaving, and they'll carry camera and start following wasp around. And in Africa, you think, what's wrong with that man? That man is being stupid. How can you be following a wasp around? But this is the nature of the British people. They take delight in something that means nothing to anybody else. Yeah, so that's it. I love the environment. So my number 8 thing that I really love about the UK, that makes me want to stay here, as my home, and call it my home sweet home, is the shopping. Is the shopping. I think I mentioned this a little bit before. Every town that you go to has a beautiful shopping area, and in that shopping area, which is accessible to everybody, like, I've lived in a very remote village. I live in a small village, a countryside. I've lived there, and in that countryside, I had the biggest shops that I had all the good shops. I had a car shop. I didn't have to travel 4 hours to buy a car, or travel, anything I want was accessible within that locality. If I wanted to go for a party, I didn't have to travel all the way to London to buy something that would be nice for a party. If I wanted a good designer bag, all I had to do was walk down to the town center, or even just go online, and I'll get it, and it will be delivered to me right wherever I am. So that's the other thing I love about this country. The shopping is so good, and it doesn't matter what you're shopping for, whether it's food, clothing, education, books, or anything. It's always close by you. It's always around the corner from you. So that's one of my strong points. That's one of my, and the quality of the things you get. British in this country, there's quality control. So you don't pour any kind of rubbish into the British market. That's why some of the brands I see that people market around in Nigeria, you never get them in the UK here, because they don't, they can't survive the high streets. The competition is too much for them. Nobody's going to buy those products here. So, quality control, the standards of the products have to be very high before they can throw them into the market, and then people can buy. The other thing I love about this country is transportation. The transport network in this country, the rail system, and the bus system, the taxis, buses, trains, flights. Everything is so easily accessible, and it's just, it's around the corner from you. It's not expensive, it's affordable, it's good. Like, I visited the US. I think I was in Los Angeles, around the Los Angeles area, and every time we had to go out, we had to get we had to get a taxi, or we had to hire a car to move around, because there's no bus stop, there's no anything around you. If I walk out of my house now, if I take 100 steps, I will get to a bus stop, a nearby bus stop that I can take to anywhere, to the central station, and then get connected to wherever I want to go to. Same thing with the train. Train is always 5-10 minutes away from every part of this UK there's a train halt 5-10 minutes away from you wherever you are. So you can always walk down to a train, jump in, and get to anywhere that you want to go to. And that's the beauty of this country. The road network, the transportation network is something that you miss if you go out of the UK, because I think lots of countries in Europe have it. I think the culprits of not having good road network is America, where you can travel by road for 6 hours and you will not see anything, nowhere, but here in the UK, 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away, you jump into a train and you get to wherever you want to go to.
And that's the beauty of the
Now,
country.
my last one is it's a personal one. It's a personal one to me, like my 10th one, and this one is coming from a place of traveling to so many other countries, and just having a look at the circumstance of everybody else everywhere else that they are. You know, UK is a country that you integrate. That, like when you integrate in this country, and especially coming from a country that was colonized by the UK, so which means I already have the English language and I already know some of the things of the British culture. Some of it is not strange to me. So for me, integrating here is like Britain is normal for me. I mean, my education is in line with the British education already coming from Nigeria. So maybe it's like 20, 30 years behind the British education, but it's still in line with the British education. But the Nigerian curriculum takes a lot from the British curriculum. So nothing was difficult for me in terms of settling down and getting used to everything. Once I got into the system and got educated in the system, I was able to blend in. And I think I had a period when, because of the accent, it was a little bit difficult for me. Even till now, I live in Wales, and sometimes when Welsh people talk to me, I stand looking at them for 10 minutes and I don't have a clue what they are saying. And even they too still complain sometimes that they don't understand what I'm saying. But I mean, it's not common for people not to understand me, because I teach and my students don't usually say that they don't understand me. So that's like a pointer to me, that the people who say they don't understand me are the people who don't make the effort to understand what you're saying. Yeah, so that's my last thing, which is a personal thing to me. I think because coming from Nigeria, which is baby of the UK in some ways, I think integrating here is so easy for me. I have the language, some of the culture is not strange to me. I watch a lot of British programs growing up. So yes, that's my last one. And of course, I'm going to round that up by saying that I love my country of birth. I love Nigeria. Nobody can take my Nigerianness away from me. Yeah, but I've also found another home away from home, which is where I am right now, and I'm really enjoying it. And thank you so much, everybody that has been sending me good luck messages on how I can survive in the UK. I am surviving and I am enjoying it. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you in another video. Bye.